Hello there. I am going to miss this guy when he goes home, but I wanted to show you just the fundamental things that we do together. And then when you get here, we'll do the recall, coming when called, and we'll do the walking. And I'll show you how I'm working with him, barking a little bit at dogs and people and things like that. He's gotten much better, much, much better. So the ones that I want to show you now are sit, down, stay in both of those positions. He has a leave it, which means turning away from something that he's interested in. And then also a space cue, which I use for jumping up. As you know, he's a big jumper, and he's so friendly and so lovable that that's something he loves to do. So let me show you how we work through that. All right. So first of all, he has a very nice default sit, which means if you're talking with someone, if you've got something going on, you're not paying a lot of attention to him, he'll just immediately go into a sit without you even asking. It's just beautiful. So, you know, when he does those things for you, when he offers you those things for free, for example, just a nice sit, try to notice it, try to acknowledge it, and just let him know you appreciate it, because he just loves the attention. But if you're in a jam and you need to ask for it, he has a beautiful word, sit, yes. You can ask for the sit. You can also use a gesture like this. This is a gesture that comes from the old fashioned. When you were trying to teach a puppy how to sit, you would take a treat and kind of move it over their head. Yes, so they're used to seeing this upward gesture. So if you need to use that, you can do the gesture, you can do the word, or you can just stand up. All of those things will result in a beautiful sit. Come, come. So here's the gesture. Very nice. And then I'll use the word. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Very nice. He's amazing. The down, I use 2 fingers in kind of a movement like that. Right now I'm making a pretty big gesture. As he gets better and better over time, you'll use less and less of a gesture. Good boy. But in the beginning now, it's a great way for him to do it. Let me grab some snacks, and I'll show you how we do that. So I would start from a sit position in the beginning. Later on, you can go straight from a stand into a down, but it takes a lot of core work for them, and sometimes they need to be adults as they're kind of working through that. But anyway, I usually start from a sit to begin with, use those 2 fingers. Down. Yes, sir. Very nice. Come, come. Good boy. Sit. Good. Down. Yes, you're so good. You're the best, baby. Yes, very nice. Come, come. Sit. Good. Down. Very nice. He's just such a good boy. So let's do some sits, some stays from that position as well. And that's going to be with a traffic cop, like this kind of a signal. Come, come. Sit. Good. Oh, good boy. He goes into a down, which I love. Stay. I didn't ask for it. I'm not going to correct him right now. Stay. Oh, here we go. Sit. Down. Stay. Free. Yes. The magic word there is free. Free is the word that releases him. And by the way, in his little confusion there where he went from into a sit, then into a down, this is why I try to make it really obvious the difference in those hand gestures. A down is this. Stay is this. I think it's easy from their perspective to, it's confusing for them, hand gestures, because they look similar. So I try to make them really different. But in that case, that's what he was confused about. Stay. He says, oh, if I have to. Stay. Stay. Oh, free! Yes, you're so good. You're so good. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a barking, a squealing Frenchie. Frenchie bulldogs sometimes have a little bit of a pair of lungs on them. So there's a beautiful sit. I'm going to ask for down. Good. Stay. Free. Yes, good boy. Very nice. Very, very nice. Yes. Sit. Good. Stay. He's so studious. I just love you. And free. Yes, good boy. Very nice. You want to try again? Sit. Good. Down. All the way. Down. Yes. Stay. I'm going to feed him for that. Stay. What a good boy. And free. Yeah, you're so good. You're so good. Super convenient to have a leave it, particularly when you're walking or you know, you're out there where he's getting involved in whatever, the goose poop, what have you. And you want him to be able to, he's interested in it, you want him to be able to turn his face away. And so it's really that gesture that I'm looking for, or a tucking of the chin, one of those two things. He also does a beautiful thing where sometimes when I ask him to leave it, he'll step back. Very polite, very adorable. So let me get where you can see his face. I've got a handful of food here. Oh, so tasty. Yeah, so good. He already knows, so he's been through this. I'm gonna have him open my hand a little bit, leave it. Very nice, very, very nice. And again, I've got a handful of food. Oh, leave it. Very nice, and you see him actually scoot away. He just really speaks with his body language. Yes, and leave it. Good boy, you're so good. You're so good. Another one I want to show you is the one that addresses jumping up, which is called the space cue. So space literally means I need you to give me some space. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to move around and kind of get him ginned up and excited. Then I'm going to stand up real tall and ask him for space, and he should give me that. He's an overachiever. A lot of times he'll go into a sit. But more than anything, I just need that distance and all 4 feet on the ground. And the word is space. Ready? Come on. Come on. Come on. Space. Very nice. Very nice. And what you're looking for is that ability to alternate between those two. Ready? Come on. Come on, buddy. Space. Very nice. You're so good. Good boy. Come on. Come on, get over here. You better get over here. Yeah, you better. Space. Very nice. What a good boy. So that's what you're looking for. And that space cue exists all the way around you, so that even if you're bringing in groceries and he's behind you, or you know, whatever orientation he is to you, when you ask him for space, he should move back and give you that room. So that's a great behavior. Let's see, I'm going to show you one more. Yes. All right. This is a fantastic behavior which teaches him how to relax his own body on cue. So we'll do this together, but I just wanted you to have a quick look at this. I'm going to drop a treat on here just to get him started, and I'm going to take a deep breath. And you can see what he does then is he goes down into this curvy down and starts putting his head on the ground so that he's just kind of relaxing. Yes. And this is a beautiful behavior when you, a good boy, to use anytime when he's a little excited. Yes. For example, if you have guests over, or if he gets anxious in the car, which I think he does not, but yes, all the time, you just get him used to using, you can use a different mat when you get home. You might use a, good boy, you might use a yoga mat, you might use a towel, a bath towel, whatever. Yes, it doesn't really matter, but he'll get to realize that every time you bring out that mat, that it's time to relax. Yes, I do have food here. Yeah. Very nice. So let me have you see that one more time. I'm going to toss this over so he can start over. And again, I'm just going to have him come on here. You might drop a treat. And I'm going to take a deep breath. Yes, he melts into this little rounded down and starts putting his head down on the ground. Yes. When you practice this, you can start doing it for longer and longer times. Right now I'm treating him when he puts his head down and holds it. 1, we'll try again. I'm having to hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good boy. So I'm going to feed him for that. 1, I'm going to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. Moved it a little at the end. 1, whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. As he gets, as you continue to work with this at home, you can start going for longer and longer holds. And you're only going to pay, say if you start at 4, you'll only pay for the ones that he does hold it for 4. Then you could just move up and say, okay, I'm only going to pay the ones that you hold for 6 and hold for 8. And then pretty soon he's just got a beautiful long hold. But yeah, this is a fantastic behavior. This one is really, really great because it teaches him how to monitor his own body sensations. It teaches him how to be comfortable because he's being paid. The more comfortable he is, the more treats he's making. Yeah, and I would feed that. You've been so good. Anyway, just wanted to show you those things. We'll do some more when we get together. I wanted you to have this to refer back to.